What's good with the YouTube? You already know this is Big Flocka with a convict's perspective, man. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff to help the algorithm, as well as hit the bell notification because I'm gonna smash, dash, and slide on through with a little bit of energy. Okay, so today we got a special treat, man. We got Chongo, former Nuestra Familia member, did a lot of time in the feds. He's coming on, man, and he's gonna be discussing some of the famous interactions with numerous individuals that are well known, right? While he was in the federal prison system. Some of these guys are iconic legends, okay? Big time mafia bosses, cartel members, you know, people that were part of the game at the highest level. So how you doing, Chungo? How's everything going?
Oh, I'm good, bro. How you, man?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. So as you know, I was talking about, man, I want to know about some of these maybe potential people you may have came across, man. Like maybe Carlos that was in they made the movie Blow about him, and um, maybe Alpo. Everybody knows he just got killed last year. Joe
What, Alpo?
Massini,
Alpo?
yeah, Alpo,
From New York?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
and just different individuals that you came across. You know what I mean? Um, so tell me something about like some of these individuals you may have met.
Well, I met a lot of people. I'm not gonna sit here in front. It depends on individual.
Did you,
What kind of character are you looking for? You know what I mean? You're talking about that mob stuff, that gangster lean.
what about
I mean,
okay? During the '80s, there was a lot of people who were getting caught up under fucking what's his name, the Pablo Escobar. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like George
Uh-huh.
Young and stuff like that. You also had like Sammy the Bull, all the mob figures. Did you run across any of these type of individuals?
Yeah, I did. As far as Pablo Escobar, his right hand man, Carlos Lehder. Uh, matter of fact, he was my cellie at one time.
Oh
You
wow.
know, good guy, man. See, you got to understand too. Like I've said it before, um, so that people can understand this. When I was in the game, dealing with all these canales, maybe yourself or whoever this person was dealing with these guys, you might not like each other. You don't agree to their politics or whatever it was. Like I told you before, a lot of these dudes uh, treated me right for the most part, other than what happened as far as the betrayal towards the end. But the same thing being in the feds, for some reason I'm a outgoing kind of guy, and I was able to meet Carlos, and he used to call me Essay,
Oh, okay.
and he very intelligent man, man. I mean, he's the guy that made that movie Blow,
Yeah.
and all I don't know what kind of questions I don't know what you want. I mean, his character, the way he conducted. I
Yeah.
don't know
How
what
did he
you're looking
carry?
for. I mean,
Was he like crazy gangster? Was he like more mellow dude? Was he that's more shrewd?
well, if you want, okay, you watched all the stuff. If you guys are into that cartel stuff, as you guys, if you guys don't know, he's the pioneer. He started that. I guess you would say that gangster stuff for the cartel stuff. He was the main dude to come to the United States, and he was pushing like 20, about 18 planes, every day.
Oh wow.
And he bought an island. I read all the paperwork. I mean, not just with Roselli's, even when we split up, I mean, we was cool. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he said we sat there for a long years and
Yeah.
talking. You know what I mean? And he wasn't like really the way they projected him, like the movie Mob. I mean, it's not Mob, Blow, and yeah, they call him the Rambo and so forth. A lot of it's true, but he was like more because he's half. He's Colombian and German,
Yes. 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 He is.
and he, he talked. I know everything about him, and once you sit there talking to somebody, you get to know like character, and they talk about family, and you can go through the visiting rooms, meeting, daughters, family members also too, But he never bragged, and he was real mellow. All he did was worked out and read, studied. he read a
Yeah.
lot. You know.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting, man. Was there any other like high profile cartel figures there?
Oh yeah. At one time I had my celly was a Chino Anthrax,
Oh
and
wow.
he uh, he was my celly, and we split up, and then well, still that was one of my dogs right there. It was unfortunate what happened to him. When he got out, went to San Diego, and for some, I don't know for what weird reason, he went to med school and ended up getting killed by the brothers. Chapo's sons. They went up in there and lit him up. They killed him, his sister, and his brother-in-law. And I had met his sister in the visiting room, and his mom. It was sad, but what can you do? You know what I mean? As far as his character, man, he was a good dude, man, solid ass dude, and outgoing, funny. He's real flamboyant. He always worked. We worked out together,
Yeah.
and we had the same slot. And we used to work out together, and we used to eat together, and he likes soccer.
Yeah.
His soccer team is Tigres.
Okay.
We have we go into a little room, you know what I mean, like a TV room, and lock it down, and then buy all the snacks. I mean, make big parties, make enchiladas, tamales, nachos, pizzas. Then you just for every you have certain people, like especially on the holidays,
Like
we get together.
what about Barbie? Did you ever run into that dude with Barbie? I mean, because no one's really been able to identify what's up with him.
Barbie?
Yeah, Barbie.
Oh yeah, that's another dude. He's a real good dude, man. Real humble dude. Real, laid back dude.
Okay, so it'd be so more likely. Okay, that makes sense now. Man, it's kind of all these dudes.
Mexican dude, right? Mexican dude.
Yeah, but he's light skinned.
Well, he's related to the Beltrans.
Okay, yeah, most definitely.
See, that's Chapo's cousin.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Okay,
See,
okay.
I met a lot of dudes that were, as far as the cartel guys, the Mexican guys. So I know the whole story. Plus, knowing before, but I know details as far as on both sides on how the whole thing started, and how it was structured, and then how it split up, and and then I met two other brothers, from all these dudes are from Sinaloa, you know what I mean, and originally, but then they all a lot of them branched out, went to certain cartels like the Tijuana cartel, and one of them ended up being one of my best friends. You know what I mean?
Who's that?
But I'm not gonna.
Oh, you.
No, I mean, not that I'm not, because I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll give you some names, I'll give you certain people, but I'm not gonna just put it all on the table. You know what I mean? We could do another segment on that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That must be special.
Why do a
so,
hour, 2 hours?
So the cartels were considered one time they were just families, right?
Well, yeah, it was, when Quintero and all that, when the weed, and then when they got plugged up with the Colombians, what happened was the government, both governments, Mexican government, and what they did was got at certain crews and split them up and said, look, you're going to be the Tijuana cartel, you're going to be the Sinaloa cartel, you're going to be the Gulf cartel, you're going to be blah, and broke them up in 6-7 crews,
Yeah.
And the government allowed this. And the reason the government allowed this was because they were just getting a piece of the pie, one piece.
Yeah.
So they said, well, you know what? We're gonna break these dudes up so they can get, more money.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but like these presidents, not this one that they have right now in Mexico, the one before that, he bought for his whole cabinet, bought $30 million homes.
Yeah.
Over there in not Brazil, in police, over there. So, all back to back,
Oh wow.
So how did not even the president? I don't care what president you can think of, we ain't gonna make that much money.
Yeah.
And then your whole cabinet.
Yeah, most definitely.
Your whole crew. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, a cabinet.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. It's
So you got to be around like the real ones, the pioneers, and then the new ones today. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I was with Zambada. Vicente Zambada, which is the son of El Mayo.
Yeah.
Man, that dude is. Hey, listen, you look at this dude, man. You wouldn't think in a million years of nothing. He's just so humble, relaxed, man. And he's a funny ass dude, man. I was with him for years too. Good man. Nothing you can, man. You can't even, man. You wouldn't, like I said, you wouldn't even think in a million years that who he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
And then if you guys don't know, they started a hit squad, to protect him.
Yeah.
It was called the Anthrax, and which was his main man, which is Chino, the one that killed was Marcelli, was on the one that was in charge, for the squad,
Yeah.
to protect him, and his father.
Okay. Now, besides them, did you run into any famous serial killers or any rap artists, anybody like that?
Rap artists. I don't know if they're rap artists. I met, what do you mean, like from New York or stuff like that? Or?
Anywhere. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I haven't met. I met their dudes. I'll give an example. Big Meech. I met one of his boys, but wasn't Meech, but it was one of his right hand mans.
Okay.
What
about Alpo? What about Alpo?
Alpo, Albert?
Yeah.
From New York?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. My man, that was my man.
He's cool.
He knows Spanish fluently too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that was crazy, man. That day when that happened in the morning.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that happened early in the morning. I'm talking about maybe, and the reason I know this because when they opened the doors at 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, police came hollering at me and said, "Hey man, they just killed your boy." I said, "Who?" He said, "Poe," because everyone calls him Poe. Everyone knows him by Alpo, Martinez, but everyone, we call him Poe. But he said, "Man, they knocked him off." I said, "What?" He goes, "Look," and he showed me in the computer, and he got lit up, standing right there at the, in the corner or whatever. I don't know what he was doing there, anyways,
Wow.
But it ran through the whole place, man. It was crazy, man. And that dude is funny, real charismatic. He moves the crowd, man. Real respectful, and again, he played good handball, man. He was real good at handball, man, and he ended up. Matter of fact, you talk. I don't know if they're famous, but the Supreme team, in the 80s in New York, he was real close. There's this guy. His name's Malik. He's from New York too. Well-known dude. He was part of that Supreme team.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the 80s. So Alpo made that movie. They made that movie. Not Hustler, Flow. Let's see if we can. It's well known. They made a song. It's a song from Rakim and them. Pay the fool.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys ain't that dude Ace, that's what we were talking about, Alpo.
Okay. Yeah.
But then Supreme Team, that was another crew out of New York, and Malik and him, they were like best friends. They would follow each other around. But as far as people like that, there's a couple.
What about Italian? What about Italian mafia members, or Italian mob?
Oh yeah, you got man, you had the boss of bosses, man.
Messino?
Yeah, Joe Messina.
Oh,
that
wow.
was my buddy too, man. Hey, matter of fact, we would celebrate our birthdays together because my birthday is on the 15th and his is on the 14th.
Would they trip out like would they kind of trip out like when they heard stuff as far as like how the NF has kind of like a chain of command structure and kick down?
Hey, that's funny that you say that. Again, he used to make good pasta, and he used to invite me all the time. Hey, Pally. He always says Pally, right?
Yeah.
And he'd be, hey, Pally, come on, let's make some pasta. And anyhow, yeah, when we talked, he ran his whole life story to me on how he started when he was young. And I'm going to tell you, you want to talk about a story, man. That's a fascinating story. And when we started talking, and he's talking about families and, the structure and all that of their operations and, how it runs in New York and how he started. And then we started talking. I explained to him because he asked me, well, what were you? And then, when we started talking, I told him, well, basically we adopted you guys' structure, the way you guys operate to a certain extent, as far as captains and lieutenants and so forth,
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, are you serious? So I broke it down. So he always showed me paperwork. So I pulled out, paperwork,
Mm-hmm.
stuff, Black Widow and all that, And he was like, oh, wow. So, but we bonded pretty good, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you? I'm curious. Did he tell you how they become made? I'm curious about that.
Oh yeah. As far as what they do in the movies, the same thing.
Oh, is that right?
The real tradition and all that. The blood, the sacrifice of the card and all that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that
you get summoned in, and then they take you, inside a house or however they're going to do it at the club, one of their clubs that they have. And, I met a bunch of them dudes. There was different dudes, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think I could talk about him because of the situation. He's already out here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
A lot of these other dudes ain't out there yet. Some are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
so was there anybody that you ran into that was famous or known criminal that was just like you didn't really care for, or that they had issues, they get staff problems? Was there anybody that like felt like they acted like their shit didn't stink?
That I did or other people did?
Other people. That's a good way to answer it.
Listen, I'll be straight up with you, man. He's a good dude, man. And I hate to say it this way, man, but I got along with him. You know what I mean? And we he was my pinochle partner. We used to play chess together. And I get a kick out of him, you know what I mean? And I used to talk to him in depth detail, you know what I mean? But he has his own broadcast and all that.
Who?
Sammy.
Sammy who?
Sammy the Bull.
Oh, Sammy the Bull. Oh, wow. Hey, Sammy the Bull, if you heard this,
I'll tell you right now, man.
Hey, Sammy, tap in, man. You got to come on our show, Conflicts Perspective, man.
I get loud, I was going to holler at him, man. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a funny-ass dude. Hey, my boy, he's still active. Hey, you talking about Action Jackson? Hey, bro, that dude's an old man, right? And he's in good. That dude still do 500 push-ups every day.
Was he?
You know what I mean? Yeah, that dude gets his money, man.
Was he still there like a gangster or what? He can't help it.
Just, I'm not just saying, bro. That's the way he is, man. He ain't taking nothing, He'll pop off in a heartbeat, you know what I mean?
How long were you with him?
For a couple of years.
Oh, so you guys were pinochle partners?
They let him go.
Oh, would he mouth off at the guards like, because he seems like a tough guy in the videos, man. Hey, Sammy.
No. Listen,
yeah.
That's his kid. The way he acts, that's him, bro. To the team.
Is
it? But like with me, he was hella cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I see the thing is, I got a lot of tolerance. I got so all that other stuff doesn't bother me. I would just hear all his stories, man. And like you said, he was about it.
Oh wow, that's awesome, man.
The thing that really I guess people didn't really like, I guess, because he beat the government. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so a lot of people, like the dudes from New York, didn't like that because as far as he just doing that little time he got, and then he got out, and then later on, Hey, but that was a cold setup right there.
Oh,
They
is it?
just burned it. And then, as far as what happened with his son and the dude that came from Europe, with the E and all that.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if you know the story about the dude,
Was
coming
it like a
from
setup or something, or what?
Arizona. Yeah,
Yeah.
it gave him opportunity, as far as the government. That's why he got that time.
So the government,
Because his name, he had nothing to do with that.
and so he just got caught up.
Yeah, and then he had to do another, he did another, whatever, 18, 17 years, whatever he did. You know what I mean?
Wow, man.
Then he still had to go through a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So there's some people who felt a certain way. You're saying.
Yeah, because he don't take no crap, man. You know what I mean? And people, like him, but a lot of people we hate, because status. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But being in the feds and being around different people, it's different, bro. Some people everyone has their own clout. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you something. What's the most shocking thing that you learned about any of these guys? Like something that just came that you learned that I never knew that just kind of shocked you. Anything stand out?
Oh man, you put me in the spot, bro.
Like
You know what I mean?
like anything about Pablo or anything? So I'm thinking maybe something about Pablo that kind of would interest people.
Mm. Okay, man. As far as Pablo, I didn't know the dude. This is coming from my celly, but that was a cold ass move he did, man. He set his man up. You know what I mean? Pablo set Carlos up smooth.
Is that
You know
right?
what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but he's the one that gave the DEA and gave up the information. But like Carlos says, hey, because he has a cold ass accent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "That's it. Mira, yo estoy aquí y en dónde está él." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if you don't know Spanish,
So you seen the paperwork, or this is word of mouth?
word of mouth, and I seen the paperwork.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man. The government fined him at that time $100 million.
Oh wow. So then they go and kill him. That's just crazy, bro. I mean,
Okay.
who was it when Pablo got killed? It wasn't the United States government. It was the
No,
Colombia.
it was the DEA all involved.
Yeah, but
You see the pictures. They sat there like he was a trophy. They sat down and you know what I mean.
So-
Sat on top of him and all that.
so what I'm seeing is that there is so much involvement sometimes that people don't know in certain cases, turncoats that people wouldn't even believe that still are out there in good standings, right?
Oh yeah, of course. And then just like the government itself, man, the government is involved in all this stuff.
Anything shocking that you can reveal? You don't have to reveal anything that you think will get you in trouble, but anything that you've learned about the government that was just shocked you that they were involved in or doing?
Oh no. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? Hey, it's the U.S. government. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not nothing surprises me. It speaks for itself. From the lowest thing, if you want to think not even saying the lowest thing, dealing with the government, you know what I mean? Whether it's the DEA, the CIA. Come on, man.
Yeah.
They started this.
Now, now that's an interesting thing. Did anybody come from say terrorists? Did you run into any of them in there?
Yes, I did.
Was there anyone that you felt like were being railroaded?
No.
Oh,
just let you know, I'm not anti-government or I'm not against what the terrorists do. That's their business. You know what I mean? But none of them got railroaded. Everyone that's in the ADX or wherever they're at in the federal system, Guantanamo Bay or whatever, they got the right man.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody, like I said.
So were any of those individuals you find did you have any interesting conversations with them? Were they kind of standoffish, or did some of them convert and change their ways again? I mean, what did you experience?
No, okay, well, my opinion?
Yeah.
Oh, no, these dudes are, there ain't no change. They're radicals. And I met a couple of them, the dude that went to go blow up the LAX, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a humble dude, works out, little dude, but he's about it, man. they let him out, whatever they do, you know what I mean? He's right there with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't broadcast it, because I've had conversations with him. You know what I mean? A lot of them dudes don't sit there and talk about, I don't like the U.S. and United States, and you know what I mean? They talk Arabic and all that too, but
Yeah.
they don't broadcast it. You know what I mean? Having the hate, it speaks for itself.
So out of
You know what I'm saying?
all these people, who do you think was the most high profile or most serious, inmate that you ran into?
When you say serious, what do you mean?
Well, was there anybody that was like involved in anything like testifying against the federal government or against anything like that?
Well, sure. I mean, there were a couple. I mean, you had Cartels.
Yeah.
You had the kid. Vicente Fernandez. I mean, Vicente Zambada.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a big conspiracy for reals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you see the thing, Operation
what
Fast
about
and Furious.
What about the? Did they have anybody there that was involved in the Cardinal being killed in Mexico?
Oh yeah, well yeah. That's what I was telling you. That was one of my boys. That was like one of my best friends.
I don't believe that. This is my personal thing from all the notes. I think that the Cardinal was a target. I think he was specifically the target, bro. You know what I mean? My personal opinion. Maybe we'll get to that in the future. I did an episode on that actually. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, did you? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think all that rumor that there was a conflict, gang fight, amongst two groups. I don't believe that. I believe that may have happened, but I think the Cardinal was the key target in that. I think that was planned. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. You seem like you want to say something.
No. It's just I'm listening to you. I'll be honest with you. I'm sitting right here. I started reminiscing and thinking about individuals and just more individuals. Matter of fact, you talked about these guys. And I'm not gonna say it's hard because homeboy said he's gonna do a spill, or he don't know what to do on the spill as far as the JAMA.
Yeah.
And then you made a spill on them guys in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. Hey, them dudes from Baltimore, man. I mean, they're for real dudes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of all the gangs, I'm gonna cut this short on this because I don't want to. I don't mind, but I don't want to expose too much. I'll get exposed later on. Okay, real quick. We're from California, mm-hmm. Crips and Bloods. How the homeboys act, just the Morenos, the way they act. Period in California. However you feel, whether we adopted them, we kick it with them, or whether there's beef, whatever there is on whatever fractions. Every crew in California is structured. That's the way it is. That's the way you live. No matter how you want to slice the pie, when you come into the federal system, California is the most recognized card in the federal system. You know what I mean? There's no question about it. And I'm not saying tripping or anything. That's just the way it is. But the JAMA, how they operated California, when Doc went over there to Baltimore, and because I got the whole rundown on that, and I met all the main dudes, and not all of them, but Tay, you made a spill, and you mentioned his name.
Mm-hmm.
That dude is a good dude, but my point was the way they structured in California. That's how them dudes are structuring.
Oh wow!
I mean, no, the originals.
The originals.
Now, right now, when you made the comment, how they, you know what I mean? That they were doing this whatever crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. You were in agreement too, because when you did that spill. But again, like the Crips and Bloods from California are about it. Real recognized car. New York, it's the opposite. You got more Bloods than you do Crips, and they've branched out all the way down. You know what I mean? In the East Coast, and their mentality is totally different. And matter of fact, the California car doesn't acknowledge any other car.
Oh wow!
The Bloods or Crips. If you're from Cali and you're Blood Crip, what's up, homie? Nothing but love. Blah blah blah. But they don't interact with the other ones because a lot of them, the way they act, you know,
a little bit different, huh?
Oh, way different.
Well, you know
You
what?
know what I mean?
You know what? I think we're gonna end this. I think we're gonna do a part 2 on this in the future, man.
Right.
I think what I'm gonna do is ask you guys. Maybe in a couple weeks, maybe I'll put a post up and see what kind of comments you guys have, because I was fucking on the edge of my seat just doing this interview right now, bro. Like I was
Right.
like, wow, like these are dudes like I read books about or heard about, and you know,
Yeah, I'm over here breaking bread with them. You know, I'm in their head. I didn't mean to. I sat there just for a
fucking
long time,
hey.
just talking and talking and
Now,
listening.
did they have any type of training or skills like how the NF? You know, they do a lot of manipulation. They do a lot of psychological warfare. We study all that stuff, right? Do they
Mm-hmm.
do the same thing in any of these groups, or is it just a natural demeanor that they apply, or were you able to get a lot of information just based upon who you were?
No, I just at first people didn't even know who I was. You know, when we just started talking, they just
Because
just a
you know how
conversation.
you know how sometimes we play a role at times just to see, and like we're trying to see who's who. I mean,
Right.
do they do similar stuff to that, or are they just
Oh
an open book?
no, they're not structured. The only things that the people that are structured is like the TS.
Yeah.
You know, the organization. Don't get me wrong, the cartel and the mob, they don't have structure like that. They have the street structure. I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna get the operation. They're running their operation, correctly.
Yeah,
But as far as
most
the way
definitely.
we do with wheelers and doing rosters and when someone comes in, when someone, don't get me wrong, when someone comes in, you're gonna get taken care of like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about laid stuff. You know what I mean? With everything.
Man, this was a good one.
Yeah.
This was a good one, brother. This was a good one, man. We had Alpo, we had fucking Sammy the Bull, we had the boss of bosses, Joseph Messini. We had man, Carlos, the fucking dude from Blow.
Yeah.
Man, this was a good one, man. You know,
I didn't even tell you about Twin.
what,
Pete. Him and his brother.
what happened with him?
But that's whatchamacallit. From the ones that told on Chapo. The twins from Chicago.
You know what? We'll get to that probably the next when we do a part 2 to this, man, because that'd be kind of interesting right there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Bo, hey, I appreciate you, man.
Most definitely, man. This was awesome, man. This was dope, bro. This was was
Hey, I
interesting.
want before we go, because I've been talking to certain people, but people saying that I forgot about this. We talked about it the other day, and I'm not trying to say trip and all that, but you know where I stand, bro. We talk all the time, bro. I'm Italian, all that. I still talk to homeboys and all that. But I just want to give a shout out on this segment. My homeboy, Terry Sakamoto, David Gonzalez. Big Horse. Mario. All the homeboys from the Horseshoe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Terry got my number too. Terry got my number. He's a good dude right there.
The old homeboys.
Old ones, yeah. These are dudes.
Our generation, my homeboy Pablo. There's so many homeboys, but don't forget, I ain't forgot about nobody. You know what I mean? My homeboy, Paul Adams. I'm always gonna throw out my cousin Ed.
Yeah.
But other than that, and then everybody from San Jose. You know what I mean? I'm probably never gonna ever be there again, but it's nothing but love.
Yeah.
But I don't want people to think that I ain't forgot.
Did you ever run into Black Bob? I wanted to ask you that.
Black Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ran into him before, huh?
Yeah. He's the one. Man, it's a good dude right there, man. He's the one that helped me. He's the one that helped me take the tattoos off my face.
Is that right?
Did I tell you the story?
No, but
Man,
he's passed away, right? I know you told me before. He's passed away, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Man, that's a good ass dude right there, man. We used to talk for a long time, but I'm not going to get into that, and we can talk about that another time because I know one time one of his loved ones made comments and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I was able to talk to him after the fact, him and BB.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, but he's the one that really inspired me to, hey man, because I started with my face. And then they do your neck too, because I had my whole neck blasted too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I had cause one side to the other. Everybody knows that. Strictly for the cause.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right, well, this was a dope episode, man. Every time Chongo comes on, hey, Chongo, you got a way of talking, so I can imagine that you're helping those people with what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep on doing. You know, I'm gonna tap in with you, and we're gonna drop this. You're gonna get a lot of love on this one, man. This was interesting. This man, this is kind of stuff that people are kind of interested in, but there's no one that's ever really speaks about it. I mean, you were around all these dudes. It's not just like one. You're around everybody. So,
hey, you know what's crazy? I don't know if it's an omen. Are we done?
hold on, I haven't done it. I'm gonna stop it right now. But, hey, all right, guys, this is ACP, man. Much love, much respect, man. We'll have Chongo on again in the future. I like to spread these interviews out, man. But I hope you guys enjoy.
All right.
Hold on.